my name is Alicia, and today I'm going to be talking about the third and final book in the Truly Devious series, The Hand on the Wall by Maureen Johnson. And this book was a great finale to the Truly Devious. This is a YA mystery book. It is amazing, and I would recommend this series. I love the character development in this book, and honestly, it was very satisfying, this ending, and I loved it. So for those of you who haven't read it, go and read it. It's so good. This book follows a girl named Stevie. She is a high school student who is in love with mysteries, and she just got admitted to this school, Ellingham Academy, this special academy for kind of gifted students. They're all kind of smart, and they all have different things that they like to do. So it's super interesting. She is trying to solve this mystery of the Ellingham case that happened right when it opened, a kidnapping of Alice Ellingham. The founder's daughter was kidnapped, and it just follows her story and wanting to figure out who did this. So yeah, go and read it and then come back and we can discuss. Okay, bye. What a great ending. I absolutely love this book. I did not really see it as Call Me Charles. Like, the more we understood the mystery, the more I was like, okay, I can see that it's him. But like, that was kind of shocking to me. I really thought it was Edward King. I really wanted it to be Edward King. I also really wanted to know if he was Ed from the Truly Devious letter, but that was not said, so I was really wrong. I really thought it was him. I thought it was David. David still freaked me out in this book. The strange thing about David is that he freaked me out, but every time him and Stevie were together, I just wanted them to be together. So I'm really glad that he wasn't truly devious. He wasn't the cause of all the killings. He really didn't have a motive, but at the same time, I feel like David was kind of crazy and edgy, and I don't know, I could kind of see him doing it. So that was good that it wasn't him. Who else was freaked out when David all of a sudden shows up in the little tunnel fountain thing that she fell into? I was freaking out. So scared. I literally thought David had followed her and he was going to kill her. So for him to not be the killer, I was really shocked. And I feel like that's what she wanted us to think, is that David was the killer, but I'm glad it was not that way. So that was really good. Call Me Charles. He's a bad dude. He killed 2 students and an innocent lady. It was just kind of shocking how someone could do that for money, but I guess it kind of makes sense because this whole case started because of money. George Marsh, this book made me feel bad for George Marsh, but also made me kind of like him. It was heartbreaking to find out that he was actually Alice's biological father. That was shocking. And I feel like it hit even harder to know that he had caused everything that happened, and in the end he just lost. So that really sucked. I thought it was really interesting. I can't remember his name. The one guy that actually saw George Marsh bury Alice in the tunnels. I think that was very interesting. I feel like knowing that George Marsh was part of that whole thing and he didn't even say anything, that is crazy. But he also knew everything too, so I don't know. I feel like that would be really hard for me to keep that a secret. But it's kind of almost a relief that she wasn't tortured or something, and she wasn't murdered. But still, I can't believe, I was so upset just to know that she had died a week earlier than with George Marsh. But I kind of feel like he didn't necessarily deserve to get her back because of all the trouble he had done and the killings that he did. So I don't know. It was rough. I have mixed feelings about this whole thing. I am oddly satisfied though. I am satisfied to know that it wasn't just like this random serial killer, and the motive makes sense. I love Nate and Stevie's relationship. I love how trusting Nate is of Stevie, and I think that's just so cute. I don't know if any of you guys but had like that feeling that they should be together. I was like kind of vibing with it, but at the same time I just really like Stevie and David. Even though David is a total crazy kid, I feel like him and Stevie go really well together. I just feel like the whole Ellingham thing, he was kind of a weird guy. It makes me sad to know that his family wasn't as perfect as it seemed, and that he was kind of a weird guy. Because at first I thought he was this awesome dude, and then it turns out that he had an affair and his wife was doing drugs, and then Alice wasn't even their daughter. And I think it's interesting that like no one really knew that she was adopted, and that's why like the DNA never matched. So that's kind of cool too. I'm glad that the school's staying open. I'm really satisfied with it. Oh my gosh, the whole like them staying overnight and not going home during like this huge snowstorm. I love that the teachers were okay with it in the end, but I feel like I would be really freaked out. I can't believe that Stevie like went out in the storm, and I'm actually really grateful that David followed her, but that did freak me out. And the little photograph girl like was able to find them. That was good. I did think that Stevie was going to die. It also was really cool to know that Call Me Charles was the one who did the note on her wall. So that was interesting. Call Me Charles, I feel like he did a really bad job of trying to like keep it a secret. I don't know, I feel like he did a good job, but in the end it just like came back to bite him. But I gotta applaud this series. I love the way that she wrote this. I feel like it was such a fun read. I really am in love with mystery books right now. But yeah, overall, I was really sad about George Marsh and him not figuring out that Alice was his daughter for a while. Overall, I think it was really sad, and I think it was only fitting for him and Albert to die together, and for them to both know that they were both kind of in the wrong. I really liked it. But overall, I thought this series was so fun, so interesting. I love the characters. I love their development. I love how real this book is. Like how I've kind of mentioned this, but I just love how real this book is, even though it is a fake story. The characters are so real, so unique, and it just makes this book so much better to read. And I really enjoyed that that breath of fresh air. I also really enjoyed the mystery. I just don't think there's a ton of mystery books out there that are just like these YA books. And I mean, there's a lot, but just that are fantastic. So I was really pleased with this series, and I'm super glad that I was able to read it. I love Stevie, love how it ended, and yeah. So that is my review. I hope you all have a great day. If you have any more comments, please comment down below. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.